Oh, Buddha, give me strength, cause damn, she's hot. What's up, everyone? This is K Collections, and we have probably one of the sexiest servants in FGO. I'll try not to get too sidetracked, but no promises. As always, I'll break down her stats, skills, CE recommendations, and some team builds to see how good of a servant she is. Kiara is yet another alter ego servant. Her attack stats are towards the middle out of all 5-star servants, just lower than Melt. HP stats are high, being the 17th highest in the game, a bit lower than Mordred. She's an arts-focused servant with decent NP gains, despite having a 0.55 NP gaining stat. It's all thanks to her good hit counts. If you perform an Arts Quick Arts Brave chain, she can charge around 30% NP. She's not a good star generator. The best possible combination would be Buster Buster Quick, and you'll only generate around 15 stars. Now, her active skills has a lot of upgrades. First two skills you're seeing right now is the most updated one. Kiara offers an insane amount of utility. Clairvoyance post rank up will give her an Arts Resist debuff. It synergizes well with her role, but also offers a form of support for your other arts servants. The decrease in debuff resistance is a nice bonus. So there's two ways to use this. You can use it turn 1 to start the cooldown process early, but that will sacrifice her Arts Resist debuff during her NP attack, affecting damage. Or you can wait till she has enough NP charge, so when you activate this, she'll be at 100%, taking advantage of the debuff. It all depends on the situation and timing for her command cards. For example, if turn 1 she has 2 arts available, using the skill would be ideal. Her second skill is one of the best utility in the game. Post rank up, she can remove all buffs from all enemies. Only one other servant in this game has this ability as an active skill. Same thing can be said for her AoE NP reduction effect. She's one of 2 servants that can decrease all enemies' NP charge as an active skill. Servants like Waver or Nursery Rhyme can do the same, but their NP reduction is connected to their noble phantasms, making it less reliable in comparison, if let's say you need to reduce the charge this turn. Now, Kiara is the only servant that has both these effects in one skill, making her one of a kind. The AoE defense debuff works amazingly with her NP attack. Morph EX gives her a nice survivability effect while increasing a few other things. Save it for the invincibility. The other buffs last only one turn. Not worth her dying over, especially with a loss of 3k HP. Now, don't worry about the demerits. She can heal herself with her NP. Her passives are really good. For starters, it reinforces her crit roll thanks to a 10% in crit damage. What's very unique would be her high boost in defense against humanoids, which basically means against servants. As an alter ego, she basically receives neutral damage, so an increase in defense goes a long way. Lastly, another unique ability gives her increased damage against rulers. Though it's not effective damage, it helps, meaning Kiara can be used against 6 different classes of enemies: the 4 cavalries, foreigners, and essentially rulers. Her Noble Phantasm is an AoE that pierces invincibility and defense buffs while healing herself. Like I said, it's meant to offset her third skill demerits. Now, Kiara has amazing offensive synergy. You can activate all 3 skills to increase her NP performance. The decrease in arts resistance combined with her AoE defense debuff will increase her NP damage. The increase in NP gains will give her higher NP refund. On the topic of NP refunds, it depends on the total of enemies present. If there's only 1 enemy, she'll gain about 5%. 2 enemies, just above 10%. 3 enemies will give her around 15 to 20% NP charge. Now, if you perform an NP Arts Brave chain, she will gain about 40% NP charge. For CE recommendations, focus on increasing her arts and crit performance, whether increased damage or absorption, since Kiara doesn't have any skills to help with gather rate. With Leisure Stroll, Kiara will have 485 star weight, giving her high priority over the stars. This is a nice free-to-play option, very effective in boosting her damage output. You should have these max limit broken, in which case Kiara can turn 1 NP if you max out her NP battery skill. These 2 craft essence won't be out till the new summer events, which is close by. Dive in Blue is free, so you should have it max limit broken. Again, you can turn 1 NP with her. Summer Little is through the banner. This will help with her NP and crit roll. For team builds, Anderson provides excellent support, while Lancelot is your main damage dealer. With this team, it's effective against 5 different classes, the Cavalries and Lancers. Only Kiara can survive NP attacks, leaving the other 2 in tough spots. Another issue is that the main buffs you receive is through Anderson, but it isn't reliable since it depends on your luck. So like I said, Anderson provides the buffs for your team: Sergeant, crit damage, attack, defense, and healing. The constant healing can help Kiara recover from her 3k demerit, so you won't have to rely on her own NP to recover her health. The stars he creates can be combined with Lancelot, giving you up to 30 stars for 3 turns. Since Anderson has low star weights, it gives Kiara a higher chance to crit. Lancelot will be your main crit damage dealer since he can increase his star absorption. He's also your main star generator. Since Lancelot is effective against Lancers, that's one of 3 Knight class enemies you won't have to worry about since Kiara isn't effective against them. A nice combo is to use Kiara's Clairvoyance to reduce a target's art's resistance, in which Lancelot's single target NP can deal a lot more damage. Now this is a very fun team. With Tamamo and Waver, enemies aren't using their NP attacks like ever. All 3 servants can reduce charge. Thanks to being arts focused, you're going to spam noble phantasms, which will allow you to spam their skills. There is also going to be a lot of debuffs you can use. Now, the major weakness would be damage output. These servants aren't known to be offensive servants, especially the casters and their low damage modifiers. Also, Kiara is the only servant that deals damage with her NP attack, and it's pretty weak. So, Tamamo is the main reason you can lock your enemy's NP. Spamming her Noble Phantasm allows you to spam your skills. Both Tamamo and Kiara can reduce NP charge from their skills. The cooldown reduction will also help Waver charge your team's NP gauge thanks to his own abilities, which in turn helps Tamamo spam her NP. Basically, it's an insane loop of effects. With Kiara being your damage dealer, the arts buff Tamamo provides will help her. Her healing will also cover Kiara's demerit. With Waver, his Noble Phantasm reduces NP charge as well, giving you another way to lock NPs without relying on active skills. He's also the one who allows your team to spam their NP attacks. Yes, Tamamo can charge NP gauge as well, but having active skills makes it more reliable. You're not going to generate a lot of stars with this team, but any stars you create will go to Kiara since she has the highest star weights, making her the perfect target for Waver's crit boost. Your enemies will also get hit by a shit ton of defense debuffs when you spam his NP and Kiara's skill. So my final thoughts on Kiara. I have to admit, Kiara will not be great upon release. She becomes amazing after her 2 strengthening quests, and we won't receive them for NA until a year or 2 later, which is hell of a long time. Without the upgrades, she loses 2 of her best abilities, and the skills will have a longer cooldown. Post rank up, Kiara offers an insane amount of utility, and AoE buff removal and NP reductions, one of the best enemy counter effects in the game. She also has amazing synergy. I already mentioned the NP combo you can use with her skills. She can be a crit servant thanks to her crit damage buffs from her active and passive skills, along with having average star weights. Kiara has a unique defense against humanoids and attack against rulers. She can charge her NP gauge up to 50%, offering more CE flexibility. Her survivability is great thanks to having high HP stats and invincibility skill and healing from her NP. Lastly, being an alter ego, she's effective against 5 different classes. That's a lot of strengths, but she does have a lot of weaknesses. Being an alter ego, she's not effective against the Knight classes, and she receives neutral damage from almost all classes. Her NP damage is not good. I would recommend you getting her to NP 2 at the very least, if you could afford it, that is, if you want her to farm on higher difficulty quests. She can't generate a lot of crit stars, hurting her crit roll. Finally, even with her skills upgraded and the cooldowns for them reduced, her cooldown period, meaning the turns after you activate her skills, is bad, since most effects last only 1 turn. Overall, like I said, she's not great upon release, so I wouldn't summon her just yet. She will have 2 other raid-ups next year and the year after that, but getting her early isn't a bad thing. I know I'm doing that. Post rank ups, Kiara is definitely a servant worth summoning for. A tremendous thanks to all my Patreons for supporting me. If you want to support my channel, check out my Patreon. So, are you going to summon for Kiara? Let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more FGO content. Follow my Twitter, Instagram, and join my Discord server. All links are in the description. Have an awesome day, everyone. Till next time.